I don't know what that's supposed to be.
So anyways, that was my rendition of the guy, the cop guy.
Oh, he says no. He didn't say why.
You know what? After you reacted like that,
No.
is that what it was? I was thinking maybe he said God. And I was like,
what?
you know, maybe
God.
God. I don't know, it was something like that. Turf burn, bro. I gotta wear knee
It's
pads
tough,
on this
tough
fucking
grass.
shit.
Just
Yeah.
Kentucky blue.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, for the people listening, sorry, but
there.
go to YouTube because we're about to play some charades.
How are we doing this?
So one of us will close our eyes, right?
Hey.
I'll throw the web thing up,
I see what you're saying.
right?
How many words do I have to remember?
One, just one per.
One word. Okay.
One per.
Because
Can we put a timer?
up there before. Well, how are we supposed to put a time? Oh, I hear you. Okay, I guess that's fine.
How long do you think for each thing?
30 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. I think we should be pretty good about this.
You think we're gonna be good at this?
I would hope so.
All right, we'll see. So
I
30
think
second timer. You close your eyes.
I just thought about this.
You close your eyes. I'm gonna pick a word. This is on screen, correct? No, it's not. Like I said, go to the YouTube. You can watch this live. Fuck. All right, ready? Close your eyes. All right. I'm gonna get one I can get. That's too easy. Okay.
Can't you pick it? Make it harder.
I just made it hard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I picked the hard one out of the two. All right, ready?
Okay.
Starting it now.
Well, wait, let me open my eyes first and let me know
I
you're
said
ready.
starting it now. I gotta cancel restart now. Ready?
So you want to get up and do something? Or
Brother, I'm going to. Let me start the fucking timer. All right, round one.
Starting it now.
Round one. Ready? Starting.
A crab? A lobster? What
Yes! It's a lobster.
Oh, Larry the Lobster. That's what I was thinking.
Lobster.
Like, there's no way it was fucking Larry the Lobster.
That's the only thing I could have done. All right.
No, but I'm saying the word wasn't Larry the Lobster.
Oh,
So when
just
you did this,
lobster.
I was like, oh, it's not fucking Larry the
Well,
Lobster.
I had to mix two, crab and strength.
You
All
can
right.
go like this. Like if I'm saying something right, you can point at me. And
That's why I
and
said. That's why I
agree.
said. That's why I said. I did. No. You see it?
Well, you didn't say I was getting close at all. I said crab, and you said that
Oh,
doesn't
well,
tell me
okay,
I'm
yeah.
close at
All
all.
right, all right.
What the hell?
All right, go to web. I'm going to web. Oh shit.
Okay, hit it. Hit it again. Oh no! I like that one. I like that.
Okay. All right. Let me.
That
Oh,
one. This one.
I moved.
No, this is fine. This is a different one.
All right, go.
All right,
Ready?
hold up.
What?
It's gonna. I don't want to preference you, but it's gonna be hard.
Okay. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 3. Huge balls. Bajungas. 3 balls. 3 loops. Loops. Driving. Drifting. Drifting balls. Tripping balls. Spinning balls. Spinning balls. Circle balls. What do you balls. Testicles. Cups. What is this? Bajungas. Oh, jungas. I don't know what you're saying. Time's over. What the fuck was that supposed to be?
I was trying to say it was 3 words. It was cul-de-sac.
There was no shot.
I was trying to give you sack to work with, and I was trying.
You didn't give me. You didn't say I was in the right direction or anything.
Well, I was just trying to spam.
I was saying like I was spamming different word for balls.
Well, if I go like this, then I'm going to tell you that kind of means it's that.
Balls.
I'm
Bazungas.
trying to give you 3. So if I go like this, it's 3 words.
That's why I said 3. That's why I said 3, and he never
Right.
went back to it.
Well, I was trying to give you the main word.
Wait, 3 cul-de-sac. Oh, cul-de-sac.
Trying to do it like that.
Well, cul-de-sac is one word.
I know, but it's.
Oh, okay.
It is. If I gave you sack, you would think it's just sack if I said one word.
Fair. All right.
I don't know. That was tough. I don't know how I was gonna get to the rest of the part, but I was like,
That was hard. All right,
I was like, yeah, that'll be a funny.
Let me go to hard. I want to pick a harder one. Mine was too easy. All right, ready? Close your eyes. Okay. All right, hold up. I can do this.
Yeah, lobster was a bit easy. Cul-de-sac was on probably the other.
This one, I have to stand up for this.
Okay. That's what I was saying. I was like, you weren't standing up before.
Well, that one was easy. All right, ready? I gotta take. Sorry,
Okay.
all the feet people.
The feet people. Michael Jackson. Tears. Oh, skin color. Bleach.
Yes,
What's wrong with you? You know, I just noticed the camera's too close. The feet are on the screen.
It's we deal with it at that point.
I'm gonna hide my
Hide him now. Hide him now. All right.
sickos out there.
Put this. Thank you.
Disturbia
Put this on screen.
on screen.
All right,
That's
go.
a crazy way to get the
It was
bleach.
good. It was
That's a
good.
Crazy way to
It
get
was
the
good.
bleach.
It was
That's
good.
awful.
All right, ready? I can skip if it's not doable.
Skip it. Okay. This is
He's picking this one, people.
picking this one.
All right, now it's gone.
All right, now it's gone.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Sandwich. Eating. Drinking. Choking. Disgusting. Yucky. Nasty. Sandwich. Dry. It's dry something. Dry mouth. Dry throat. Dry heaving. Dry sandwich. Dry sandwich. What do you mean dry sandwich? Dry sandwich. What is it supposed to be?
Biscuit.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was so close.
That was not close at all. That was not close.
Dry sandwich? That's so close.
But a sandwich isn't a biscuit.
You're the one that kept saying sandwich. I can't give you anything else for that. What does it say?
You said this again. You did it 3 times.
I was trying to emphasize
And
it was dry.
And I go sandwich, and you said.
I said, how was it supposed to get you the biscuit? I tried to butter the biscuit.
Chicken,
And
I would have said okay, chicken, and then you would have said dry biscuit, and I would dry.
I would have never went chicken.
Popeyes.
Biscuit. Yeah, see, I wouldn't know how to get the Popeyes like that.
All right, another one. I close your eyes. That's too easy. That's too hard. That's too easy.
Should have probably picked these words out before.
I thought about it.
We could have just generated the 10-word list and then looked at it.
Okay, I got one.
Okay, you ready?
Is it, ladies and gentlemen, is the word on screen?
Oh.
All right, here we go. Ready? You're good. It's gonna be hard, but you're gonna get it.
A box. What the fuck is that? In something? A circle. Clock. Randy Moss. What is that? A cuckoo clock.
Yes, motherfucker. What are you?
Why do you go like this? Randy Moss. You're literally going like this, bro.
Splitting the defense.
Yeah, you're literally doing that.
I said clock. You said Randy Moss.
Well, what the hell was it?
It was like a house, like a house cuckoo
clock. Yeah, that was bad. I didn't know what.
That was not bad. You got it. Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Close my
Okay,
eyes.
last one.
Last one. Ready? I haven't gotten any viewers so far.
I know.
By the way,
I'm trying to give us a softball here. Next one. That one's too easy.
oh wait, is he on screen? Sorry.
It wasn't on screen.
There we go. Thank God.
That was too easy. Okay, I guess so.
So this is this.
That was too easy.
This is too easy. Skip it.
Yeah, skip it. that one's. I don't even know how to do that one. Yeah, what's to do? Go to the next one.
Skipping it.
That was too easy. Okay, I guess I could do this one.
Okay, this is the word
I don't
he's
think you're gonna
doing.
get
I'm
this
skipping
one.
this, but this is the word he's doing.
I don't think you're gonna get it, to be honest. I'd be amazed if you got this one.
Oh, so why the fuck you pick it?
Because I don't know. I don't want to keep rejecting them. Okay.
I'll give you a minute on this because this seems tough. Ready, set, go. Skin, hand, skin, white. White dove, a dove. Grab. Float, fly. Flying dove, free bird. Dove. Dove. Okay, dove. Grab. Take. Keep going. Plant. Oh, glove. Plant. Dove, plant. What? Dove, plant, fuck. What are we doing? Oh, like eat, chomp. Oh, dropping. A stork, baby stork. Dove. Grab. Plant. Dove, grab, plant. I don't know what the fuck you're saying to me. You're dog shit at this. This makes no sense.
And
what the fuck?
And the word was peace.
What? No.
And you look up what the sign for peace is. It's a dove with a branch.
No. For peace, you could have just done this.
That's too easy. I can't give you that. That's too easy. Why would I give you that? That's too easy. That's way too easy. If I just went like this, that's too easy.
My God.
I'd rather do the intricate ones.
Oh my God. That was insane. Dove. I never even got that. I know what the fuck. I had no idea
Dove
that was
holding
a thing.
plant. I'll do.
Dove and plant. All right. Welcome back to Diversity Catalog. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. And you probably should go watch on YouTube to see that bullshit. But if you're watching YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, watch the whole video, share the clips, all that stuff. If you're listening to on Apple, Spotify, or Amazon Music, please rate the podcast 5 stars. And yeah, here we are. Another day. Another day in paradise. But not for the people in Los Angeles. Right?
I was going to do a little week with you.
Oh, go ahead. Do it.
This week I was terribly sick. Josh found the oatmeal packets in my. I was ODing on oatmeal.
You said you were
I had like no liquid fluids the entire week. I had like this sore throat, and it was just so like I had an orange. Like I literally had oatmeal and soup, and my parents thought I was gonna have like a sodium crisis because I was having ramen. They go, ramen, you don't need the salt from ramen. I go, shut up, my throat is dying. I didn't tell them that, but they were like, the salt. You know how much salt's in that? I go, bro, shut up.
Not that much.
There's a lot of salt in ramen.
Yeah, but not to like fuck you up.
Well, I had like 3 packets
in
my
a day.
bag. No, in my bag.
That's not bad. When I eat ramen, I eat too.
The first day I had it, it was so bad. It hurt so. It didn't even hurt to swallow the ramen or like the broth, but just my saliva
in
was
general,
so painful,
stinging.
Oh, it was awful. The second day got a little better. By Thursday it was pretty fine. I had an orange on Thursday, and it just stung my mouth completely. I don't know what it was. I went to the bagel spot, right? And I remember when leaving there, I thought maybe I had like a bagel like stuck up, like you know how your nose connects to your mouth. I had like a seed stuck up there. It felt like it was like right here. I don't know. I don't know if it turned out I just like cut my tongue.
Well, those are your signs. It hurts right here.
No, but I thought it was like here.
Oh,
like in my face.
Oh, inside. Oh.
But it turned out I think it was just like it scraped my tongue. And then it just fucking murdered me. Like it set off a chain reaction in my body.
It opened up for
like
diseases.
everything just like was just inflamed after that. I don't know what happened. I was so confused.
That part of the tongue. You ever heard about that part of the tongue? Shit.
What?
That part of the tongue. We got that part of the tongue. It opens up to
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't know what it was, but it was like you know where your tongue like. On the side where your tongue connects to your mouth.
Yes, I know about.
It was like there, it was like scraped up. I'm like, what the hell?
You go to
I don't know, man. Yeah, and then it was just fucking downhill from there. I don't know what it was.
Again.
I didn't think I was dying. I thought I was falling ill. It wasn't fun.
Yeah, he been sick. Knock on wood. I usually only get sick like once
a year,
twice a year. Yeah,
right.
Max.
It's the guy thing. Getting sick once a year, but it actually just like murders.
But it murders you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the floor.
To tell you what, the woman out there say like, oh, you guys are complaining, blah blah. You're being babies. Male sickness. I don't know what it is. Male sickness is crazy. Because if I get like a little cold or something, it ain't a little cold.
Right.
That shit. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Or maybe women are just stronger.
And it was funny. My mom was mocking me.
Really?
As every woman does to a man who's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Kick him while they're down. Kick him while they're down. As we're usually up. You're mad about it.
You're being a baby.
She was like, you had the same thing I had. You started with an ear infection. Then my throat hurt. And you know what happened to her?
What?
Bronchitis.
Oh, she had the chittis? She had the chittis?
She's sick right now.
She has the chittis?
She ain't got no time for it either.
Damn.
Bronchitis.
I had bronchitis.
Out of nowhere, too. One day, completely fine, mocking me. Next day, incapacitated in her bed.
She's an empath.
She's an empath. You're right, maybe.
I'll tell you, the last time I had bronchitis was like, I think it was freshman year of college, and I had that shit for fucking months.
Yeah.
Went to the fucking thing to get like medicine, and the worst part about it, like, yeah, it hurts to cough and shit. Brother, the phlegm, I could, I hate that shit. It's fucking disgusting. I fucking hate it.
You know what? I found out personally the best way to deal with that, especially when I have a sore throat, and this is what I did this time.
Steam?
Now, it's disgusting. I'll tell you that. This is disgusting, this method. But I'll tell you, it works wonders.
What the fuck you about to say?
I always have I put a cup next to my bed.
Stop. A spit cup? No thanks.
And I'm just spitting in it 24/7.
Thanks. Want to know why?
It's gross. No, it is gross to clean up.
I had a Wendy's cup, right?
Oh, okay.
And the ice melted, so it was just water.
Right.
And I was like fucking bedridden. So I'm like,
don't tell me this. Don't tell me you're gonna do what I think you're gonna
I
do.
was spitting in a cup.
No,
I didn't drink it or anything.
Oh,
No.
Okay. I let the fucking
I knew.
yak
I
out of
didn't
it.
know.
That's so gross.
No. The shit that I'm gonna throw up now.
Right.
It's just fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I know what you're talking about. But I remember I was sick in college like that, and I had like a bowl of, because I was munching like oranges, and I was throwing the oranges in there, and then I was spitting in the oranges.
Oh, it's fucking disgusting.
And I had like a fucking, like, you know, the popcorn bowl for the throw up they usually have.
Yeah.
It was like one of those, but it was like a plastic bowl.
That's disgusting. Oh,
Yeah, it is what it is.
Sorry
It is
for the
what it
people
is.
at home
But
that-
I'm back through it now. I'm back through it.
I'll tell you what. One thing about me, I cannot deal with someone else's spit. Depending on the mood. Someone else's spit and
That's crazy.
like snot. I can't do snot. People that have the fucking
Oh.
low hangers, fucking swinging around.
Low
Like,
hangers.
dude, that is. You never seen that?
Never heard that before. What do you
Never heard somebody or seen somebody like sneeze or something, or like talk and then they have a fucking drooper coming out their nose of
No.
snot. Oh
Usually
my,
people deal with
dude,
that.
shit's fucking disgusting. People used to have it all the time in like high school. You never seen that shit? Somebody sneeze. You're like, oh, sorry, and then they got a fucking like a fucking cheese ball.
I guess so.
Oh, that
I guess
shit
so.
Fucking. Oh, I want to fucking kill somebody that do that shit. Oh,
But I remember
GTA.
Yeah, GTA. I remember literally last episode recording, and I was just so like,
Yeah, I know. You're like.
I remember
sorry,
drinking
I couldn't react.
my soda, and I was like,
Your throat hurts. You're fucking
I feel
drinking
so much better
carbonated
now.
shit.
Ridiculously better.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. God bless me. I'm trying to think of anything else I did this week. I don't really think I did anything that crazy. I got a new plant. You want to see my new flower I got? He hates me.
No,
Bring out the homunculus.
I actually don't.
Bring out the homunculus.
Put it on note for the people at home. I did say no. I do not want to see it twice, and he's grabbing it anyway. So how are you guys doing? It's me here alone while he grabs his plant. Oh, here he's back. What the fuck is this? It's the most normal ass plant I've ever seen in my life.
Can I focus it? How do I focus it?
Just get closer. Why is it nodding? Why is it dancing? Okay. What of it?
It's not that stable.
Is that blue or purple? Purple.
Both.
Oh.
Has different colors in it.
See? He said it has different colors in it, but you didn't hear that. So that was that bit. When he gets back, we're going to talk about some more plants being uprooted from the communities.
I also got some. I planted all the tomato plants. There's like 30 more tomato plants outside now.
Well, next week we'll have tomatoes on the pod.
Oh, we had states this weekend. We broke 4 school records.
You.
One of my girls relay 4x8. We broke the school record.
That's actually I remember.
Broke it by like 4 seconds, and we can go faster than that too. We PR'd personally by like 29 seconds.
29.
Yeah, like one of
You
my
just never fucking ran
two of
it?
my girls. Well, no, one of my
How
one of
the
my girls
fuck?
was kind of like on and off, like hurt.
Oh.
One of my girls had like a concussion the entire fucking year,
That's rough.
and then
Can't run on
like so like
concussion.
2 of my girls PR'd by like 10 seconds.
That's crazy.
It was actually
They were
kind of crazy.
lighting in a bottle.
So we got in 5th. They're going to regionals this weekend.
I know. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah, the old school record was 10 minutes flat, and we're at 9:56 now. I think we can definitely. I think like by next year we should be at like
940.
9:45.
Yeah. What are they all saying? The whole team?
Yeah, I only had one senior,
Oh,
so
he's got to add.
It's pretty
Find somebody.
no, girls wise, like I only had one senior across
Oh, in
my
general.
guys and
Oh,
girls.
wow. Oh,
I think
wow.
across the whole team, I think we only had like 3 guys seniors, like 4 girls seniors.
That's
It's a pretty young team. I'm pretty excited about it.
That's good having a young team.
Yeah. I was pretty excited about that. Oh, but it fucking got rained out.
course you get.
So we showed up there at 2:30 on Saturday.
Oh, it did rain. Yeah.
Right. Then we raced. We did great. And then the second girl went off. She did hers. She got a school record in the prelims of hurdles. And then there was a lightning warning. First off, someone's like, they saw lightning. Mind you, fucking 10 miles away.
Yeah, but you have to.
10 miles away.
Doesn't matter.
So they said, and this is at Brown, obviously. They said, everybody has to leave the stadium.
And come back in.
Has to wait outside for 30 minutes and then come back in.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we've been waiting outside for probably 35 minutes, and then it starts to downpour. Obviously, now the lightning's only getting closer, so they're like, "Oh, we have to delay."
Yeah.
Now it's downpouring out. Me and Fernac have to take that. Me, Fernac, and Becca Sandra.
Okay. Yep.
We have to Cassandra. We have to take down the tent, and it is not raining. It is absolutely pouring sideways.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I had one of the event staff. Now, you probably don't know the guy. I think they do private contracting for the event staff.
That guy?
Bro, I was under... Who's sniffing over there?
Door's closed.
Big sniffer. Underneath the tree, and he goes, I was under the tree choking my kids because it's fucking raining out.
Oh, yeah.
I was out in the open. He goes, the worst place to be is under a tree for lightning. Do you have a car? And I was like, no. I came with Coach Frank.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't. And he goes, oh, are you serious? And I'm like, yes. And he was like, well, why are you laughing? I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, the worst place to be is under a tree for lightning, so move. And I was like, what? I was like, why is bro grilling me
He's
right
not
now?
Wrong, no, he's
what
not
the
wrong.
Fuck?
He's not wrong.
And what? So I stand out in the open, get hit by a fucking lightning anyways?
It's less.
And then, mind you, that whole area is fucking trees.
Oh, no,
There's no place to not be under trees except the fucking middle of the road.
You're under a tree.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
The worst place to be is under a tree.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, thanks, man. No, the worst place to be is under a tree. Oh,
Leave.
all right, bro. Maybe he's making a joke.
No, he wasn't. He was dead serious. He was literally like, why are you laughing?
And then what?
I was like, I didn't have a car. I'm like, where am I supposed to go?
Where'd you go?
I just walked away. I don't know. I walked out of there. I was literally
with your kids?
Yeah.
He said, all right, let's get more wet, guys. No, well,
that's crazy. You didn't have to do that.
No, because
didn't have to do that.
somebody was gonna. And it would rather be me than somebody else.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it stopped raining at some point, and then you had a good day.
No, we left.
Oh,
We came back the next day to continue.
it delayed.
Yes, delayed to the entirely next day.
That's crazy.
We packed everything up in his car. We woke back up. Coach Frank picked me up. Coach Fernac picked me up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Went back down there for 10.
That's crazy.
It was ridiculous.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, two-parter.
Shout out, BU.
Oh, is that what they call it?
No.
Oh, I was about to say that'd be really weird if they called it.
Only that one school calls it that.
Yeah, it was my weekend. You do anything?
Nope. Now.
When did they go?
Don't bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah. I assume
The worst.
speaking of track.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
I'll assume the best then.
Some would say. But now to get the meat and potatoes of today, there were huge. We're talking about that first, correct?
That
Protests
didn't hit me at all, but
in L.A.
imagine you were talking
about the ice.
As there always is.
That's true.
As there always is, protests in L.A.
There is. Yeah, so Trump sent out the icers out there, and they went crazy. I'm not gonna lie, they were going crazy.
Right. So so I don't know. The timeline is still fuzzy for me.
Yeah.
As someone who does not live out there, and I'm only watching his stuff through Twitter, X, the everything app.
Yes.
But from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. From my point of view, how it started was, and this has been going on wherever. So a lot of, I wouldn't say underground, but not like mainstream media. Yeah. A lot of liberal networks will tell you when they'll literally put, like, I follow people on Twitter, like locally, they'll be like, oh, ICE is in this location.
Oh, to like warn people.
ICE is here.
Yeah,
and people will show up like and try to like protest like right on the spot or try to stop them from doing that. So now concurrently, I'm not sure what the timeline is. So either there was a peaceful protest beforehand, right?
I believe it was.
And then no, I'm saying, but I don't know if it was two separate things. I don't know if it was a peaceful protest and they were trying to stop this thing. Then it came into this. So I'll say how I think.
I feel like it was all It was all grouped.
I know, but I'm not trying to say I don't know if the groups are together or separate.
Well, regardless, whenever there's like a peaceful protest and then it goes crazy, it's usually people that aren't really involved in the actual like movement that come and like fuck shit up.
So I believe they were putting forth like a big ice sweeping of Los Angeles area, right? And then obviously they had I'm pretty sure it was publicly made as like, this is going to happen, this is the thing that's happening.
Yeah.
And so people came out and protested against that. Now, I'm not sure the escalation process, but I saw a clip of a guy basically getting like, they said like, people always like to use different words to do what they want to do. He was like in front of a car, and the car like
trying to stop
was
it.
driving, and
then
he's
like stopping.
You know how like someone in the post like is posting up on someone, and then they pull the chair.
Yeah.
He was like that. So he was holding on to it, and the car stopped, and he like fell back. Yo, you saw that?
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
I don't know if I put that in here.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to find it.
Nah, that's all right. Here's with the.
Okay, yeah.
So
this is ice raids hit across Los Angeles today, and locals are rising up. This is what resistance looks like. This was about an hour
Coming
ago.
from the Metropolitan Detention Center, which is the jail that is run by the federal government, the county and the federal government downtown LA. It's converging with this protest that's coming over here. Scott Killian, why don't you walk with me? Chris, what happened here today in Los Angeles, I think, is the worst nightmare for so many people who live here. You know, Los Angeles is a largely so-called minority-majority city. There are just as many people of color here as there are white people. And in fact, 10% of the population of Los Angeles County, come with me, which is this protest from the sky. The helicopters are directly above me. You saw, I'm sorry for the noise, but you saw tactical officers on things like Bearcat.
I mean, yeah, there's a huge fucking protest. He called the what's it called, the National Garden, and then it started getting techie in a bad way.
Who says that?
I don't know.
Techie?
The Brits.
I would say British slang. You didn't even know what the fuck it is.
Soccer. That guy's techie. Like he's got moves.
I didn't say you didn't know where it is. London.
I know where London is now.
Yeah,
it's on a map.
It's near France. You take a train from it.
You could.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first thing just reporting here is deploying 2,000 National Guard troops. Right.
Yep.
Restore law and order. Obviously, buzzword fascism. Second thing was basically once he deployed these troops, this is kind of the aftermath. But I didn't have this on my phone. What? Oh,
yeah. Keep
reload it. Once he deployed these troops, obviously he had 2,000 people with nowhere to sleep. They didn't send beds for them. All right, what is this?
It's a fucking paywall.
Bro, I literally looked at it on my phone. I just look at National Guard sleep on the floor. Anyway, so they had like 2,000 National Guards people after all this, literally just sleeping on the floor because they didn't send beds and they weren't prepared for all this.
Oh, they just said, hey, get out there?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you send 2,000 people to it, and it's not like they had like the fucking like LA Dodgers stadium set up for it. Is this really a thing?
It should be.
Josh is hacking the mainframe right now. Anyways, here you go.
There we go. Folks at home, if you don't want to get through a paywall, there are sites to get you through it.
Never seen that before.
Yep.
Now, we actually have that for scientific publications. It's called Sci-Hub.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just free. It's free articles that are already like paper paywalled, though. It's interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
People that do that. Yeah, so here are the military people sleeping on the floor. Can't go through the pictures, but
that's fine. It's just another picture of it. I do try to fact check things.
Yeah, as you should.
As you should. But I am only human, and AI is only getting better, so I could be fooled, but I'm pretty sure this is it. I mean, this was put out by, who's this put out by?
San Francisco Chronicle.
The San Francisco Times or whatever, the fucking Chronicle. Famously the people who caught the Zodiac Killer.
True.
Or in the movie, I think.
It says the photographs reminiscent of the January 2021 uproar and public relations crisis that followed the publication of dozens of National Guard members who have been assigned to President Joe Biden's inauguration, laying up in parking spaces in unheated garage near the U.S. Capitol with low access to bathrooms, which is kind of fucked. Like, if you're going to call people in, like, make sure they have, like, somewhere to fucking stay. They're going to be out there fucking risking their lives. But
right. I mean, they pretty much deployed them, like, instantaneously. And obviously, I'm pretty sure they have big training grounds in the California area. Mm. And obviously, downtown L.A. at a fucking detention center is not going to have enough bathrooms for 2,000 people.
Yeah, and it says here, the order they're deployed there for 60 days or at Hexet's direction. So he can call them out discretion. Yeah, he can call them out if they want.
I imagine, I don't think they're going to be there for 60 days. 60
I
days
did say that I saw that Trump was like, oh, this is going to be going on for like the next 30 days. That's what he said in L.A.
Okay, people have jobs.
The raids, I'm saying.
Oh, the raids. Yeah, probably. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
One of our constituents upstairs sent me a post today, and it was
I
like...
saw that too.
They sent it to you?
It was like, Obama put away, or...
3 million deported 3 million people.
Like, yeah, with due process, yeah.
Yeah,
Different.
two first off things, Obama is a war criminal.
Yes, oh, yeah. We're not going to sit here and
He
say...
did deport a lot of people. 3,
Yes.
they reasonably had due process. 4, I was 15.
Yeah.
I said, my generation was 15. What the fuck were you doing? Don't look at me, bitch. You voted for him twice.
That's true.
I mean, what am I supposed to do about it? But he, like, what? Where were you in 2015 when Obama was president?
Watching TV.
I was 15. All right.
Figuring out high school.
What the hell? That's so stupid. I gotcha. I was 15. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
That was on you.
Yeah,
this is some more video of it. They're throwing tear gas into the crowds. Protesters and media hit. I saw a video of some media person getting hit by rubber bullets. Dude just fucking, honestly, dead ass just bow.
I saw.
Turn and shot.
Oh, there's one in here where I have the guy. Are you talking about? Might be talking about the same clip. It was literally like a broadcaster person. Oh, this was nothing. They were literally deploying fucking. See, I was trying to fact check this one. I'm pretty sure it was right, but I couldn't tell.
And they are unloading this huge helicopter.
But I'm pretty sure it's a detention center right there. So basically, they literally were landing a Black Hawk helicopter in the parking lot to give them supplies.
That's insane, dude.
That's so crazy. The militarization of police is the most insane thing to me. Like, police budgets are usually the biggest expenditure, especially in L.A., but they're usually... This is the clip right here.
Oh, yeah, this is what I saw.
They said she was caught in the crossfire. Can you zoom in on this? Now, I'm pretty sure I also put a slow motion video on this.
The dude, this dude
So
over
this
here
dude
just
on
turns.
the corner of the camera, they'll pan to it.
Turns and shoots.
All right, pause right here. Literally, when I kid you not, sees her, aims at her, and shoots at her. Like, there's not more of a and it's like there's not more of a direct shot you could possibly find. Like, it's actually insane.
Like the turn. Let me put it in slow motion.
Are they Australian? 9 News, huh?
Why'd he do this? That's fucking crazy. Like, regardless, right? Even if in the situation you are trying to just shoot at the crowd,
right?
He's if he's not aiming at her, the cameraman's literally dead on. Right. Getting aimed at. Like wait a second or something.
That was insane.
Nobody got hurt in this video, YouTube, by the way. So you don't have to.
And you know what? Half the other problem is. Now, right? Yeah, both sides have. I mean, I guess technically both sides have the issue, right?
Yeah.
That you do have violent protesters that'll go out there and just
burn
shit
and burn shit. Like we saw a bunch of cars burning.
And you also have cops out there who just shoot the protesters with rubber bullets.
Yes.
Right. But neither side is held accountable for either of those actions, which is a tough thing. Because I mean, at the end of the day, no one really learns the lesson in doing all that.
No.
Now, in the same breath. So basically, remember when Hong Kong was having protests in China?
I do want to say one thing. Because I put this in. I don't know if you put this in.
Oh, no, I think you put that one in.
So Trump called for the arrest of Gavin Newsom, and they asked him about it on this news channel, and he was just like, fucking do it.
10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community.
I'm surprised.
The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. And we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So, Tom, arrest me. Let's go.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying, like on the right side, they were like, don't arrest him. He'll literally win the presidency.
Yeah, that'd be a problem. He's a little weird guy. I'm not sure. He's like a weird. I don't know how to explain it. Besides, he's a weird little guy.
He's weird. No, he's weird as fuck.
He kind of flip flops his policy sometimes. Like he banned homeless people, but then he's kind of like that too.
Yeah, it's weird.
So I'm not sure. I mean, obviously he's a liberal, but then he has like weirdly leftist, but then weirdly centrist policies. So I I don't know if he'd get my vote.
Well, people hate him regardless.
Right.
Like people do.
No,
know.
but people hate. That's what I'm saying. People almost hate him on both sides.
Exactly. That's the
But
thing.
don't hate him. Like Hillary Clinton, like both sides
that's-
hated her.
yeah.
But some people, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the public opinion. I think people just think he's crazy. But in the same breath, so you remember when Hong Kong had the protests?
Yes.
Okay. And so when that happened, there was a bunch of like people asking like Joe Biden, the government, to help them out and whatnot. And they were like freedom fighters, whatever. And so literally people are on Twitter going like President Xi, which is the Chinese president.
The Chinese president.
He goes, I'm Marie, an 8-year-old from Compton, California. Please send J-20 stealth fighters and
Dongfeng missiles.
All right, I don't know if that's a real missile, but Dongfeng missiles. My people yearn for freedom.
That's insane.
Yeah, but then this clip goes to just show. Death Inkling loud, Josh. So go to Chrome.
Sorry. Holy fuck.
Death Inkling loud, Josh.
Holy shit. I'm sorry.
So I believe this was fireworks going back and forth and tear gas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that must be tear gas. I don't think that's.
They do have like they shoot fireworks into the crowds to like disperse.
Yeah. The other thing I know that I saw, I think was that all the things for the conflict one?
Yep. That was everything in here.
Oh.
You have
Go to the
all
other
these.
moments. There was another clip. They were on top of a freeway. Oh, this was you put this one in. So I think this was leading up to it. I think.
I put this in? Oh, I did.
Oh, this was in New York. Never mind.
It says, yeah, this is just like because they're doing the stuff in New York too. This is a video. It says chaos erupts at the U.S. federal courthouse in NYC as ICE detains a man just moments after his immigration case is dismissed.
Right, and I get it. But like,
I don't get this.
well, because he was, I guess because
they go,
he
you know what,
didn't-
man? We're dismissing your case. Walked outside, and they're just fucking. Hey, buddy.
Well, I don't know what they dismissed his case for. Is it for his green card, or is it that
I
he
have
shouldn't
no
be?
idea, but
that's
like,
what my confusion is. I guess.
Imagine the emotional roller coaster this man probably was on.
Right, but in the sense, if they were like, no, you don't have your papers, I thought they would just arrest him in the courtroom. I don't know why they're like pushing him through a crowd over here.
Well, because I think whatever case was ongoing or whatever, the judge was like, "Fuck it, throw it out." And then ICE was still there regardless. They're like, "Well, you're not in our court of law. You're cooked, buddy." And
Yeah, I
grabs
mean,
it.
and so the comment tweet says, obviously this message sends to immigrants who are trying to play by the rules and show up to check-ins and hearings that they. So that's another question: was the case dismissed or was it dismissed for the day? Because right, if he was like, "Oh, come back tomorrow," and it's like, "Well, you're not a citizen, so you're getting arrested."
I think that regardless, that's what happened.
Right. That's what I'm saying, though. Because it's different if they apprehended him after his case was, like, thrown out or it was dismissed for the day. And then because he's not a citizen, they arrested him. Like, that's insane.
Why?
That's what it feels like they did.
Regardless,
the way they're
I
moving
think
about it.
even if it was that way or another way, like he goes out of that courtroom still not a legal citizen, and he's gonna get detained by us regardless. Like, because them dismissing the case and saying like, oh, like maybe them dismissing the case doesn't give him a green card. It might have given him a way to like reapply or something. Maybe he was barred from applying because of something, and they like, oh fuck it, dismiss it. He's still an illegal immigrant, and they were like, fuck it, we're grabbing him. You're out of here.
But I'm saying, but people who try to play by the rules and do the check-ins and do the stuff for the legalization process, and then they're detained for just showing up to do the stuff legally.
Yeah.
Makes
I mean,
no sense.
It's like almost an impossible.
Some good pictures.
It's almost an impossible thing to do
This was literally this past one. This isn't photoshopped.
at the donuts.
Yeah, at the donuts, Iron Man donuts.
Shout out them. Well, not really.
There's actually a bunch of cool pictures from this. I don't have them.
I don't have them. What is this?
In other news, Dr. Phil was embedded with the ICE during controversial Los Angeles immigration raids. He was literally there with like a camera crew. I kid you not, because he
was
Trump
with
were like
ICE?
dudes.
He was with
Yeah,
ICE.
look. Dr. Phil attends as swearing-in ceremony. JFK is with this is RFK, the Secretary of Health in the Oval Office. He's like up with the dudes, bro.
What the fuck? Says he had exclusive access to Trump's border czar Tom Homan. A spokesperson from the channel said the two men sat down for taped conversation about the immigration and custom enforcement efforts both the day before and the day after the LA operation. Said the TV personality and Homan were seen together at Homeland Security Investigations field office in LA on the morning the raids began. And yeah, I guess they were filming it on the ground.
Hey, he was back in January. He was in Chicago with them too. That's so weird.
insane.
Are they doing something with that? I haven't seen that. Dr. Phil was making episodes or something.
I guess so. Now he's got the fucking got the whole fucking camera crew out there
Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
filming the shit. Look at these horrible people. Look at these horrible people.
Yeah, but they had another. But the other thing, the extra cold open I had in my back pocket, I was gonna say Jarvis explode these cars. So basically, what they were doing. Now, if you haven't been following this is actually really good investing advice too. So basically, now let me panhandle why you should invest in the stock I have $6,000 in.
Okay.
You should buy more Google stock because they're doing Waymo. You ever heard this Waymo?
I've heard of the word.
So it's basically the autonomous cars.
You got way mo than I got. Go on.
You've never heard that in your life.
I've heard the term Waymo though. Continue.
The company Waymo.
Yes.
So it's an autonomous car system, right? And so actually, they just came to Boston for the first time. They're mapping everything out here.
That's cool.
And apparently, they've been doing really good. But it's run by Google, so it started in like Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so obviously, it works the same way as Uber. You like summon the car to you, and it like comes and picks you up and brings you somewhere.
Yeah.
And so what they did is, once all the violent shit broke out, they summoned Waymos to the protest and then burned them down.
Oh,
which is the funniest shit possible.
I saw a bunch of like white cars with things on top, and I had no idea. I thought they were just police cars or something. Like, why?
No,
did
they have like huge like camera systems on.
Oh
them.
wow!
Yeah, it was really funny to watch because like they don't know what they imagine just you're on an autonomous car and you drive to your death.
Well, you know what somebody said? I saw a tweet. They were like, "You guys think this is funny? Well, imagine this was in the Cars universe. Now, how do you feel?
How do you feel? Yeah, it was like 5 of them that showed up. And people just beating the shit
I was
out of
wondering.
them,
I'm like, whose fucking cars are these that they're fucking up?
Yeah.
Wow. And who pays for those?
Hey, Google cars.
Damn. Google stocks down in the dump.
No, buy Google stocks, please. Waymo.
Their cars are being exploded, blown up.
This is the other clip. This right here? Yeah.
The video.
So this was
I just did a picture.
Police were like stuck in traffic or I'm not entirely sure why the fuck they left the cars there. So they were on top of the overpass, right? This was where the protest was happening originally. They were on the highway.
Yeah.
Like blocking the highway. So either the police left their cars out to deal with that or they did something else. But they left the cars right under outside the overpass. Yeah. And so everyone was just throwing rocks down, throwing fucking scooters on the vehicles.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
They were like trashed. All the windows were broken on them. There was like 20 cars there too. That's funny in my mind.
Let's just get out before we see porn.
Timeline. Wow. I think that was everything I had for that one. But so now something I asked my constituents. My constituents like to not directly answer questions or like to answer questions in a non-direct manner, then ask me questions and be like, I'm not answering your question until you answer mine. I'm like, I asked you first. Josh, do you think now people? I think along the. I don't think it's a political spectrum question. I think I've talked to several people along different points in the spectrum, and they kind of all have different answers. I don't think it's a. Do you think that violent protests work?
Yes. I don't think they should be held, but I think if the point is to get people talking about it, then like 100% of the time, violent protests work. If that's the thing. However, you do blind the message, so I'm now backtracking and saying, I don't know. That's a tough question to ask. It's not black and white to me if they work or they don't work. Because I think, like, take like the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Like, the more violent the protest got, the more the message got away from the actual issue of it, and it was just like, why are these fucking people looting and stealing or whatever? The other people are like, stop shooting us. So it was like, I don't know. It depends. But like, we talk about it to this day, that stuff. So I guess like, yeah, to an extent it does. But I would say no protests really work because the people in power don't give a fuck and they don't really change stuff.
Right.
So I'm like 50-50 on if they work or not.
Well, that's why it's like, so condemning, how do I say this? Like, you shouldn't, I don't know if the words condemning, disapprove, I guess you should disapprove of violence in general.
Yeah.
But I guess we've never done anything good without violence.
I mean, the country is brought up literally on violence.
Right.
Like, we only get things moving with violence. Like,
Right.
there's never been a peaceful anything
Right.
in our
Listen,
history that got stuff
if
pushing.
people listened peacefully, they wouldn't have to be protesting in the first place.
Exactly. That's true.
There wouldn't have to be the people protest.
Yeah. It
And
would
if
never
people,
get heated
If
to that
people
point.
actually listened to the peaceful protesting, there wouldn't have to be violent protests.
Exactly. No, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Like, did no one, I guess I can't say no one ever starts out directly violent protesting,
I'm sure there are. Yeah.
but generally most people don't automatically default to violence.
when the big example of this stuff, there were people, they were bringing like kids out to the protests. Like they were
Right.
just marching.
Yeah, it was very,
And
very
they got
peaceful
caught
to
in
begin
the
with.
shit. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's always something cascading into a thing, right?
It always
like
is,
no
yeah.
one starts out violently protesting.
It's usually peaceful.
Right.
And
What I'm trying to
whatever
say
reason,
is, if you ultimately say violent, like resistance or violent protesting is bad inherently, completely, then you're just wrong. And it's not a matter of opinion. It's like, what was the American Revolution? What was the Civil Rights Act? What was everything we've ever
Exactly,
done?
yeah.
Like, it was violence.
like, we set the precedent.
Right.
That-
Precedent
to
set.
be
And
honest.
it's not just an American thing. Like, it's literally
No, it's a
every
world
country
thing.
fucking
Yeah, it's
ever.
everything. Yeah.
Like, if the people in charge do not listen, they're going to be killed.
Yeah. No,
French
you didn't do
Revolution.
about it. Yeah, it's what it
And
is.
it's not like I'm calling for that, but that is literally the ultimate thing. Like,
That's
if you
what
don't
happens,
listen enough for so much time, your head's going to be on a stick.
That's why we saw Trump almost get fucking assassinated like 3 times.
Right.
Like, it is what it is. Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, it's awful, but that is what it is. I didn't mean to say that. But
But if you look at, and for instance, if you look at the clip I had, not the clip, but
this
yeah, go to this.
was this Hassan?
Yeah, it was a Hassan thing. But basically, so if you look at the bottom right, don't look at that. Look at the bottom right thing. So this was a poll, right, during, what is it called? The Freedom Riders.
Yep, Freedom Riders.
So the Freedom Riders, they rode a bus around down south, right?
Yes. I don't
So
know.
they basically just rode, I'm pretty sure they just sat in a bus down south and rode it around. And I'm pretty sure at the end of it, their fucking bus got lit on fire. And so basically, it was a polling
Yes, you're right.
1961 in May. The question was, do you approve or disapprove what the Freedom Riders are doing? Mind you, they were sitting on a bus.
Yeah, with signs out. Yeah.
They were
and, like,
sitting, they
protesting.
were peacefully protesting, sitting on a bus. 22% of people approved what they were doing, and 61% disapproved. Like, in the sense of them sitting in, and do you think the sit-ins at lunch
I'll
counters?
say it. Do you think the sit-ins at lunch counters, freedom buses, and other demonstrations by Negroes will hurt or help the Negroes' chances of being
I didn't even see that. I
integrated
would've said
into the
that.
South? It says 28% help, 57% hurt.
Them
So-
doing the most peaceful thing possible disturbs the peace enough where people go, oh, that obviously hurts what they're doing.
That's crazy. So do you approve of the peaceful protest, basically? No. Will the peaceful protests help their chances? No. So, like, what the fuck? Like,
People don't want to be disturbed in their day-to-day life. If it disturbs my peace, go fuck yourself. So, right, March on Washington. Now, is that the Million Man March?
I don't.
We'll call it what it is.
There's so many- there's
what are your
just so
feelings
many marches
about this
done.
proposed mass civil rights rally?
Oh, it is, yeah.
23% unfavorable, 23% favorable, 60% unfavorable, right? Whites on
Demonstrations by Negroes in October 1960. So all their demonstrations. It says, all in all, do you feel the demonstrations by Negroes on civil rights have helped more or hurt more in the advancement of Negro rights? And it's saying hurts. So they're
85%
saying, like,
of people thought it hurt them.
you guys are marginalized. You're doing shit that we don't like. Oh, that's so crazy. That's crazy.
Isn't that
That's the
crazy?
thing. So they're saying.
And now, mind you, it was white-only people answering this,
well, fair, yeah.
but there was mostly only white
But
people.
it's like how like them protesting isn't doing anything. They're saying, oh, it's actually make them look worse.
Right.
So what the fuck should they do then?
Well, and people only say that, right, because if you take up time in my day and you're making a mess with, if you're taking up my time and making my life harder, I'm not gonna help you out.
Yeah.
That's basically what it says. Like, yeah, take up the proper channels. And what is that? There was probably no black constituents to vote for back then.
Probably not.
What the fuck are they supposed to do? Be quiet. It'll happen.
Just figure it out.
Yeah, what the hell? Just figure it out.
Through time,
Well,
you
it's
know.
the same thing. Now, no diss to people my other constituents upstairs
Uh-oh.
don't like protesting at all. And I'm like, well, that
general?
obviously doesn't get anywhere.
Well, yeah, protesting is at least needed. You got to get the word out. Yeah.
Right. Because people don't listen. People don't listen until they have to.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless they choose to, which I hope they choose to, but doesn't always happen, as you can see here. In cold news...
I want to delete this, respectfully.
Oh, that's fine. I don't even know where we're at, so...
Because I feel like bang, bang, bang makes sense. Oh.
That's stupid stuff. Well, we can grade.
Do that now.
I have a clip. I have the clip.
Do this now.
Do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. In
this is
other political news, right? No, you don't do that.
Ding, ding, ding.
I missed out on almost doubling my money.
How?
Can you believe that? So, in my stock portfolio, I do a lot of long-term things.
Yes. Okay.
And so I have two small plays, like $600, and one play of like $1,800, and they're doing good so far. They're up like 12% each, right? The fourth option I had was this satellite, like Wi-Fi stuff that would kind of replace like the Starlink stuff, which is like the Elon Musk thing.
Yes.
And it's it's primed. It's like $25 a stock. Now, mind you, once our little two miscreants, multi-million-dollar, bajillion-dollar miscreants, that being the president and Elon Musk, started beefing after he left Doge, that stock went up 46% in 7 days. Wow. Went from 25 to 32. So, missed down a little bit of money there because Elon Musk said, I hate you. I'm taking back my satellites.
Oh, why are you giving Trump's voice?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't do Elon Musk's voice.
Well,
But anyways, they started fucking beefing at each other for no reason at all. And the funniest thing is, Trump doesn't tweet on Twitter or X.
He tweets on his Truth Social and he gets posted on X.
Eaglefuck.net.
Yeah.
Which is the craziest thing. So he has to Elon Musk keeps reposting whatever he's posting, and then we'll say something.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of a compilation thread here.
Yeah, this is a thread here of what happened. It says the beginning of the fall between Donald Trump and Elon Musk started with when Musk publicly criticized Trump's big, beautiful bill, a major tax cut policy. Musk called it a disgusting abomination, arguing that it would increase the U.S. fiscal deficit by $2.5 trillion over the next decade. And it also directly cuts tax credits for electric vehicles, which is actually why he's mad. I don't think he gives a fuck about anything else. Just the fact that the electric vehicle stuff got cut.
Well, I think he says that too, right?
Well, he says this. He says Trump said the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is thank you. Why are they telling me to go to the next thing? Thank you. I understand. Is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Moving on to here, Elon fires back and says, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be a 51-49 lead in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Yes. So now Trump hits back at that, saying Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Elon fired back and said, I didn't understand why you're saying that. They sent me this. I was never sent the bill. They kind of just did it in the night, so nobody else really had time to read it.
Which is true.
And
and you know, they love passing like 300-page bills.
Oh, my God. Yeah, just
like
with fluff.
Midnight. They'll send it at they send it at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they pass it like next morning. Who's reading
They're not reading that shit, obviously. And that's what they accuse the Democrats of doing also, which they do.
They probably do.
So yeah, he says in light of the president's statement about canceling my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. And then he said, time to drop the big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they haven't been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. That was the big one, the biggest thing he said of the night.
And the funny part was then people were putting Trump in the. I knew you were gonna take that Epstein angle, the Drake.
Oh,
Drake line. And now it's funny because, hey, you're a pedophile. Hey, you helped put a pedophile into the presidency.
Exactly. I knew exactly who the man you was. I let you, but now you took my vehicles away.
Right.
I'm coming at you. That's crazy.
And then on a tangent, kinda. Did you see the FBI director was on Joe Rogan?
I think I have this.
Oh, you have a clip from it?
I feel like I have it. Yep.
Oh, you have a clip from it.
So this is a clip from the FBI director, Kash Patel, and also Theo Von was also on a podcast.
Oh, JD Vance.
They were both recording it at the same time.
really?
The stuff was going on, basically. And yeah, this is the video from that.
Oh, I think I did see that. Yeah.
We've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat. Joe, you want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation.
Smart man.
So pause. If you knew your friend was not on the Epstein files,
Would you defend
why
it?
would you go, I'm not going to comment on that?
Yeah.
I don't want to make a, what do you say? I don't want to make a comment that I don't want
He's
to
like, I'm not getting into that. Yeah, basically.
Get into what?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm just saying, if that was my man, if Josh was on the Epstein files, I'd clear his name.
You would not.
Even if I was lying. You don't think I'd clear your name in the Epstein files?
I would hope you would, I guess, but that's crazy.
If I was the guy who had him.
If he's saying, I'm not getting into that, and maybe he's just like, I don't want to be caught in a lie. Maybe that's what it is.
Caught in a lie? Now he doesn't want to be caught. He was caught in a lie in fucking the digital hearings.
I'm telling you, I don't think he knows even what's on it.
You don't think he?
I don't think he
he's
even
read
knows.
them?
Because that'd be weird for him not to be like, he's not on it. That'd be weird.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be weird.
But his whole job has probably been I don't know. That's
I don't
crazy
know.
to me.
That is crazy. That's
like, what are we doing?
It is a bit crazy. Let's continue with.
Nice day, DJD. Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back and forth about different things. And
Yeah. Listen,
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
yeah,
Yeah.
they told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump Elon thing. That's way outside my life.
That's crazy.
Now pause.
Elon just hit the airway.
Way outside my thing. The director of the FBI. Yeah, that's out of my pay grade. Huh? Does he have access to the files? I don't know how he would. Does he or does he not? What the hell kind of?
That's crazy.
What, you
That
don't,
is
you
actually
don't know that you're the director of the FBI and you don't know if this guy has access to the files?
Yeah, Yeah, wait, no, that's crazy. That is crazy.
What did you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Let's hear what the one was saying.
Okay.
Waves today. Bring it up,
man.
dude.
Oh, man.
The fucking shit missile is in the cannon.
Okay. Wow.
Elon Musk, and you may have heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Time to drop the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be on Iran,
So it's funny. I haven't even seen.
right?
I haven't even seen this one.
But he goes, real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Nice signature from a South African DJT.
Man. Well.
Such a weird reaction.
Yeah.
Am I not like if my
Just
boy
like, oh,
if someone
man.
said that about my boy, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
That's crazy. That is.
Well, what?
Oh, he said that? Wow.
You know, someone did it the other day at practice, and I was like, bro, how did you gulp that hard?
You know how to gulp?
Not he, yeah, but it was like he was like it was so loud. I didn't know how he did that. Yeah, I don't know, man. And then on top of that, yeah, the non-publication of the Epstein files.
It's just weird.
Because the Attorney General who handles like the
Pam
Bundy, which is crazy.
Pam Bundy.
Because in my mind, that's like
what, Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy, or there's like a family.
Bondi.
There's a family on a TV show, the Bundys. Ted Bundy. No, not Ted Bundy. Whatever the fuck.
I don't know what the fuck you talking
It's
about.
like it's an old TV show.
The Bundys, yeah.
Show.
Bundy jumping.
But anyways, I think her name's funny. But she said they were gonna be made public.
And they never
Oh,
were.
they were made public. And then she was also said, which they literally, I kid you not, they literally in the court hearings, I'm pretty sure they literally have pictures and photo evidence of there being tapes, there being CDs, there being binders full of tapes
Yes,
with people's fucking names on them. And he goes, the Kash Patel guy,
FBI director, yep.
he says, no, there's no videos of people's on them, and if there was, like, we wouldn't release them because the victims would have to relive that.
Yeah.
And then I saw a video that goes, I'm sorry, you're telling me the technology from 2004, like Nightline, NBC, to blur the victims' faces,
exactly.
we can't
do
use?
that.
Like, you're joking. If I'm the victim of Epstein's fucking island, I would want you to air out whoever was doing that.
Exactly,
to me.
yeah,
What
get
are
them
we
in jail.
talking about? How does that make any sense at all?
Well, because I think they know deep down that if stuff were to come out, they weren't going to do anything about it, regardless.
Which is ridiculous.
Then that's why they're saying like, oh, we don't want them to relive that because it's fucked if they relive it and they don't even get arrested.
Right.
Like that's a
because
fuck
they probably
part.
wouldn't be.
And that's what I'm saying. I think
Right.
that's the point. They're
But
just
even
like,
if you look at the backlash of people who have been basically name dropped, like Prince Andrew,
yeah,
he's basically isolated. He doesn't see the public anymore.
yeah.
Like, okay, so it obviously fucking works in some regard.
It should.
So I just don't know.
It's
So
like
fucking-
a lot of it's just a bunch of people that hit too close to home. I think, and I think that's why they can't release it.
That's why they got to put me in there. I'd release the names. No filter.
Here it is.
Here it
Here's
is.
everything.
Here's everyone.
Let the world eat it up. But that's what we got for the politics and the craziness going on.
In cold news, freezing cold news, Dairy Queen ice cream, not ice cream.
See, that's not surprising to me.
I know I've rarely had Dairy Queen ice cream.
It's very
Tell me about it.
it's very good. That's all I
good.
can say. It's very good. It's like, I'll tell you what's real ice cream. Like a Frosty. Actually, I'm not sure. I used to work at McDonald's when I was
You know, it was really good. Was it that mango pineapple frosty we had, the SpongeBob meal?
Yeah, it was good. That was
good.
really good. They ate with that one.
Shout
They
out
ate it
to
up.
SpongeBob.
They ate that shit up. They clocked it. I used to work at McDonald's when I was in high school, senior
Shout
year.
out Hope. Faith?
Shout out Hope. It was Hope, yeah. I don't know what she's doing now, or if
God
she's
bless
even
her soul.
on this earth. But
Shout out.
yeah, worked there. The like thing to put in the ice cream, it's like a bag. It's like a white bag of stuff or something, and you pour it into the ice cream machine, and it's like not like real ice cream, but it tastes better.
What you mean by that?
It's like
What you mean by that?
it's a bag. It's just a white bag with like snowflakes on it. It was a clear bag with snowflake little symbols on it, and you put it into the machine, and then it like does its like little thing, and then it becomes like the ice cream. But it's not like just straight up like real ice cream.
Really?
It's like, and that's why it tastes like in frosty ice cream tastes different from like
Can you look up if McDonald's is
thing.
fucking real ice cream?
Yeah, let me see what it is.
But basically, the whole stick with the Dairy Queen shit, and apparently it's been the same. It's been the same roundabout recipe.
Yeah.
So, an FDA literally says it's not ice cream, and they actually on their website say it's not ice cream because they have to say that now.
Yeah, because it's a thing.
But basically, no. Apparently, so you have to have 10% milk fat in your ice cream to be considered ice cream. They only have 5%, and it's like 45% air, like their ice cream. But I guess it's like soft serve.
Yeah, so
Oh,
McDonald's is it's soft serve, but it has like a bunch of like stuff in it. It's like additives and stuff,
Okay.
and it just mixes together. It's not like just straight ice
say
cream.
that.
Like it's milk, sugar, cream, corn syrup, natural flavor, mono and
Vanilla cones.
diglycer. Oh,
That's what it says. Oh, maybe the whole thing.
it has more additives than a traditional batch of homemade vanilla ice cream. They're based on scary and scientific, but in reality, most sauces require these extra ingredients to achieve the light, airy texture, blah blah blah. But when they put in it, it's a bit different. Like cellulose, gum, guar gum, all that shit.
Right. It was supposed to be like a bunch of emulsification things.
Like, yeah, McDonald's soft serve is technically not ice cream. It's considered reduced fat based on the amount of milk fat present in the recipe.
Right.
The ice cream listed on McDonald's website is
it's not
as
ice cream
vanilla,
either.
5% reduced fat ice cream per nutrition summaries, blah, 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 blah. So this is less than the traditional 10% milk fat that must be present for a dessert to be classified as ice cream under USDA guidelines. In fact, soft serve technically isn't considered ice cream at all.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's interesting.
So their cones aren't really
The soft serve ice cream isn't ice cream at all.
isn't technically considered ice cream.
Wow. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I was going to say. I
It
think
doesn't meet the fat
more of their
requirements for ice
stuff. I think it's like more airy and it's more emulsification. That's how they did that flip thing.
Yeah, that's how you, yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Huh.
So when you go out and you ask for McDonald's or Dairy Queen ice cream, say, let me get that soft serve. Be politically correct.
Right. Yeah, it's not ice cream.
It's not ice
Give me the thing that in the cone.
Say this shit ain't real.
This shit ain't real, bro.
How the fuck that shit upside down? Oh, what is this?
In wild news, a zebra was running free for a week in Tennessee.
A week?
Yes. Well, Josh, it's pretty hard to catch a fucking horse. Pet zebra. They just got him.
Oh my god.
He just came in, and then he got free. It was in Tennessee. He was on the loose for a week. Ed the zebra.
There's a tag on him too.
No.
Oh no!
Just jopping around.
That's kind of cool. Imagine seeing a zebra, dude. That'd be sick.
I know where he's going.
Just run around, trying to find something to eat, probably.
But they eventually got him. In the second clip, there might be a different video of him clopping around. Yeah.
That's him in the
First off, pause this. Who the fuck? What kind of ring camera placement is this? Who's got a ring camera facing
probably,
the fucking street like this?
It's probably a 360. Probably moves.
They get the Bermuda grass. Peep the sand on the grass.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Bermuda grass.
Ooh.
So weird. Only Fox News clips I watch. And then they finally got him. This was a couple days ago. Oh. That's the wrong clip. Oh, we got the wrong clip. Hold up. Look up Ed the Zebra caught. I'm so sorry.
Insane.
I'm sorry for people at home. The Chinese has intercepted my tweet.
Hey, send me a fucking Chinese. Oh, my God.
There he is. They hauled his ass out of there.
How'd
They
they
get a
get him?
video of it, too. See if you can get the video. Scroll down a little bit. There he is.
No.
They finally got his ass.
No. Free my boy. They got his ass. Hey, free Ed till it's back.
He must have been having the time of his life, to be honest.
Probably, yeah. I think every animal like that should escape, give like a week on the run. Hopefully they don't maim anybody, depending on the animal. And
Yeah,
then,
okay. Yeah, it depends on the fucking animal, huh?
Yeah, I think
Let the hippo have a week on the run.
Mudang could have a week on the run and be all right.
Yeah, maybe Mudang.
Not a full grown.
Not a full-grown fucking hippo.
Imagine if I ever saw a hippo
In the streets?
I walk outside and I turn my left, I see a hippo. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I do not know what the fuck I'm doing.
I think if I'm trying to think about it.
I'm outrunning it. I don't give a fuck.
Right. So if you can't outrun the hippo,
You climb a
do
tree.
you almost? Oh, yeah. I guess you could go height. I didn't think about that. It takes down the tree.
Or if it's a neighborhood, you just knock on someone's door.
I was thinking. Okay.
There was a hippo
okay.
outside.
You're. How am I trying to say this? Like in my mind, I'd run at the hippo and try to get behind it. Like its turn radius has to be awful.
What do you?
No, if I couldn't outrun it, like I couldn't outrun it, there wasn't anything to
you
like
start running
hide
towards it?
myself from.
Would you have a fucking inner monologue? I've been running from my past for so long, but now it's time to confront it.
Yeah, I get the hippo. I'm just saying, if I was like, if I was with the hippo next to it, it couldn't get me. Like it only has eyes in the front. Well, I guess in the, it can't kick backwards. No, can it? Oh,
Probably could, but they're big.
right. Maybe it'll fall down.
I feel like I could juke out a hippo now that you bring
Right.
this up.
If you
Drop the shoulder?
if you stay on the hippo's body, I feel like it can't do anything to you.
Just keep running around it.
Yeah,
Make it dizzy.
like it'll get tired enough.
It probably would actually.
Right,
That's fair.
Like the gorilla. Anyways,
What did you call me?
I get in the gorilla's blind spot. I get 100 guys in the gorilla's blind spot.
What? Move as one.
It's so stupid.
All right. As we end every episode now for the past 2 weeks, we have another "Am I the Asshole?" This one I thought looked pretty. I thought this looked pretty cool, and I think might be our first potential. I didn't read the thing yet, just a title, but it might be our first potential.
You're the asshole.
Maybe she is the asshole. This reads as follows.
I'm guessing this is a guy. So, stepdaughter almost drowned in a pool, and her mom and others are blamed.
Stepdaughter, so maybe her real mom.
Oh, I guess so.
We'll see. This person says, stepdaughter almost drowned in my pool, and her mom and others are blaming me. Am I the asshole? It says, Saturday night, I came back home at around 6 p.m., and my husband called me saying that he was supposed to pick up his daughter, she's 5, from her mom's, and that he's stuck at work, so her mom would drop her off at our place. I said, okay, and I was watching TV and expected them to arrive soon. Around 8 p.m., which is now 2 hours after they said, all right, whatever. Around 8 p.m., my dog started barking and jumping out the window, and when I went to see what's going on, I noticed the pool water was wavy. I went outside and saw the little girl in the water, and she was unconscious. I pulled her out, and she wasn't breathing. I called the ambulance while trying to revive her. The ambulance arrived within 10 minutes, and I genuinely thought she drowned, but thankfully they managed to save her. She's completely okay now. The thing is, I had no idea that her mom had already dropped her off. She didn't knock or anything, so she probably just left her in the front of the house. Her mom also came when she found out, and she was trying to blame me, telling me I tried to murder her daughter. I already told my husband that they didn't knock or enter the house, and I had no idea the girl was even there. Everything became more messy. Basically, the woman kept on yelling at me, telling me how she's going to fight me and things like how she's going to hold me underwater, so I see how that feels. First of all, it wasn't If it wasn't for my dog barking at the window, I would have no idea the girl was in the pool, and she would have drowned because I had no fucking idea that the moron dropped her off in front of the house without even knocking or anything. I said this, and she spit at me. Whoa. The police ended up holding her back, and then my husband came back too, and it was just so shitty. After this, I got calls from her parents, and they also tried to threaten me on the phone, but I just shut them down. A couple other people who I guess she said her version of this too called me, and yeah, same thing. I know, or at least feel like this is not my fault, but at this point I want to clarify more. I forgot to say that I do have a fence around the house in the backyard, and it's usually locked, but that day it wasn't, which I know is my fault. Also, I said this is my house. This was the first time the girl was here, so I have no idea why her mom would just drop her off in front of the house she's never been to, and no idea why the girl would go for the pool when she couldn't have even seen it from the street. Like, I don't know why she went to the backyard. I'm not blaming her. I'm just explaining. Also, my country doesn't have a law for fence directly around the pool. There's usually a cover, but I wanted the water to get warmer. I don't live here, but I'm currently renovating. Okay.
All right. Well, as the facts you gave me, I mean, how is this person liable at all?
The only thing I would say is that obviously communication is key. I would, as soon as I got home.
Oh, scroll back up and can I read the top of this?
Because she said,
why are you saying this?
I came back home at around 6 p.m. and my husband called me saying that he was supposed to pick up his daughter from her mom's and that he's stuck at work, so her mom would drop her off at our place. I said, okay, I was watching TV and expected to arrive soon. I would check in. I would have checked in with the mom, like called the mom and been like, oh, just let me know, blah, 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 blah. When she's coming, I'll be here. Just knock on the door. I would have said that.
Maybe they don't talk like that.
I mean, maybe not, but if a kid's involved and your husband's like, oh, like, please, like, do this for me.
Yeah, but the husband might be just talking through them.
I mean, I guess.
Because that would look, because, like, if you think about it, wait.
But, like,
drop a 5-year-old at the front door and not walk them in is crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But, like, maybe.
That's asinine almost. 5? Damn.
Maybe there's more miscommunication. Maybe the husband relayed to her that, like, oh, she's home, like, she'll be fine, just drop her off.
Then the husband's to blame.
I would.
Who the fuck said? And if I was the mom, why the fuck would I do that? Let my 5-year-old just walk out of the car and leave?
5-year-old's old enough to walk
in the house?
to the door. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. But also, like, 2 hours later, like, at some point, like, even, like, within an hour, you're not, like, gonna be, like, and also, like, is she the asshole at all in this situation? No. But that's
crazy.
Things she probably could have done.
You thought she was gonna be.
I'm saying, well, listen, stepdaughter almost drowned in my pool, and her mom is blaming me. In my head, I'm like,
yeah.
If she's almost drowning in your pool,
I was like, maybe it was a party, and you saw the kid wading in the water, and you're like, oh, she's fine.
Like, if someone's almost drowning in your pool, like, you didn't fucking pay attention with him,
right?
Or her, or whatever. Yeah, but like, you get like an hour, like 7 p.m. You're watching TV. You're like, this kid still isn't here. Let me, like, is everything okay? Like, let me call my husband and be like, yo, like, she's not here yet. Like, what's going on? I don't know. But, like, yeah, I mean, she's not the asshole. That is insane behavior. Because, like, what the fuck is the mom saying to people that everyone's on her side? Like, oh, I knocked on the door. I did. Or maybe.
I dropped her off.
Know what I'm thinking of? Maybe the mom walked up and saw the gate was unlocked in the back and was kind of like, oh, she left it unlocked on purpose and then let the kid through. And it was like, all right, have fun. And then the kid just was like, fuck it, I'm jumping in the pool.
But how stupid you got to be to do that?
5-year-old.
The woman.
Oh, the woman? Well, listen.
Because, wait, I don't know if the gate's open or the gate was unlocked.
It was unlocked.
Was it ajar?
It could have swung open. There's wind.
Could have swung open.
You know?
I just don't see how you go to your kid to a house you've never been to because the kid's never been there.
That's crazy.
Go in the backyard. Wouldn't you want to make sure it's a fucking house? The house is right?
Yeah, here's the thing, though. If I was told to go somewhere and I go there and there's like an open door, I'm like, oh, that's probably.
And you send your child through it and don't check.
No. I'm saying if that was me, I would. Not my child. If I was with my child or something or a kid in general, yeah, no, fuck. That's fucking.
That's insane.
That's crazy. You definitely say something you call. Another thing that popped in my head, maybe there was like blinds open or something, and like they thought they made eye contact or some shit, or she thought she made eye contact. Was like, all right, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah,
it's the only thing, but like
that seems so weird though.
It's crazy. I don't know. But like, yeah, I mean, comments are saying file a police report. Yeah, I think that's well within your rights. Because, yeah, now the mother, they're making a good point. Now the mother's going to be like, yo, like...
Yeah, custody things. I don't know.
Custody shit, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they don't have the kid that often. I don't know. That's crazy. Damn. I mean, luckily the kid was all right.
I know. I mean, that's crazy.
Jeez.
Imagine, like, just the dog's barking crazy. You turn around, you see a kid face down the fucking pool.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
But also, I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, how long was the kid out there for? She said she
That's what I'm saying.
It dropped
like,
off
what?
soon.
At what point in that 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. span?
Well, it says around 8 p.m., so it makes me think like 7:50, 7:45.
What if, like...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind.
But that's what I'm saying. If the pool water was wavy, she must have been in the water for a while, or she just jumped in. But she was already unconscious.
Well, like wavy as in like...
It was disturbed.
Somebody disturbed.
Right.
Like
but
maybe...
then what time did she fucking get there?
I don't know.
She was out there for 30 minutes?
I don't know.
Like she had to have been. No?
It could have been like 5 minutes. She just jumped in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But then, what, she get dropped off an hour and a half later? Is that soon? Like, where the fuck does this person come from? Halfway across the country?
Well, she said she assumed they were arriving soon. So, like, she didn't know, like, the actual
soon. I thought
time.
Maybe the husband said the time.
Like, because the husband
said...
Then
it's even less on her if there was no time.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I was watching TV and expecting them to arrive soon. Okay, so maybe there was no time yet.
There was no... Yeah, she just expected, like, oh, someone's going to get dropped off. It'll probably be soon.
So I guess I wouldn't have texted to see, I guess.
Oh, yeah, because...
I would have waited.
Yeah, the husband calls her and is like, at 6 p.m., it's like, oh, are you home? Like, my daughter has to get dropped off.
Right.
So, like, probably it's going to happen soon, but... Wow.
Now, where the fuck was he? This is a Saturday night.
People work on Saturdays sometimes, depending.
Freaks.
Maybe works in, like, events.
I guess so.
Or, like, accounting. Not accounting. Like, being, like, a lawyer.
Oh.
Maybe he's a lawyer.
Okay. That'd be good for this case.
That's
know.
crazy.
Maybe we'll have to try to find... Maybe next weekend we'll have to find the asshole.
Try and find one that is the asshole?
I'll have to look through and try to find the asshole to bring to you guys.
Just scroll the comments and just see the first one that says, is the asshole. And we're
I
like,
shot
all right, cool.
someone. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
I don't know. Tough one.
Well, no, that was actually easy. So we found one that could be considered them being the asshole. So let's read it. We're hitting you with the double today because we got time. Am I the asshole for telling my parents that they ruined New Year's celebration after they kicked my husband out over a joke? It says,
I read this. I thought it said New York celebration.
It said NY for the people that can't see this. It says, I've been married to my second husband, Mike,
Ew.
for 4 years now. He's a jokester.
Ew.
And loves to crack jokes all the time.
Oh.
He especially liked to joke with my brother Ethan and his wife. Ethan used to be okay with it until he started complaining about Mike taking it too far with his jokes.
Happens to the best of us.
Some context about Ethan.
Before.
He and his wife couldn't have kids. Oh, brother.
Oh.
So they adopted a boy, Joey, 2 years ago. Mike has been making silly, lighthearted jokes that involving Joey's bio parents as a way to mess with Ethan and his wife. I already talked to Mike, and I tell you that he's 100% means no harm, and that he was just trying to get them to react. So fast forward New Year's Eve, rather. My parents hosted a big dinner for Ethan, and his wife came. Big celebratory dinner, and Ethan and his wife came. While we were eating dinner, Mike decided to tell a knock-knock joke to Ethan. He said, knock, knock. Ethan laughed and said, who's there? Mike replied, Joey's bio parent, brother. And
That's an
he
awful
bursted
joke.
out laughing.
That's not even funny.
Silence took over, and Ethan's facial expressions changed. His wife called Mike an idiot, to which Mike replied with, hey, relax, it was just a joke. An argument ensued, and dinner was paused. My parents suddenly told Mike to leave, which I thought was too harsh. I tried to speak to them and get them to calm down, but Mom insisted that Mike leave. We left, and Mike was complaining the whole time about how they overreacted. I called my mom later, and she told me Mike was out of line with his hurtful jokes about this touchy topic, and told me I was wrong for defending him and saying he was just joking. She said he ruined New Year's for the family, but I told her it was her and Dad who ruined New Year's celebration for escalating the situation and kicking him out. I told her he could talk to them, but again, they were the ones who ruined New Year's celebration. She called me delusional for the statement and hung up. We haven't talked to them for days. I tried contacting Ethan, but no response. Okay.
Well, Josh, you tried.
I did.
I don't think that the person who wrote this is a dick.
You don't think that person's the asshole?
The person just being like, oh, we don't have to go that far, like throwing him out.
That, Mike.
First of all, the joke is not even like poor taste. The joke's awful.
It's both.
Bio parents. I'm sorry. If you say the word bio parents,
yeah,
that's just not. That's not even. I don't. That feels weird to say. Like not even from like a. Oh, don't talk about his bio parents, but from a word play wise, like bio parents, that's too long.
Her think of it. Her brother, Ethan,
His real parents.
No, that's her brother.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So her brother, and these are her parents as well.
Yeah.
So her brother's like, okay, the jokes are kind of going too far. Like, fucking relax, Mike. Right? And the parents
He didn't say that out loud, though, did he?
But he did. He said Ethan used to be okay with it until he started complaining about Mike taking too far with his jokes.
Who's he complaining to?
The sister. And it says, I already
Yeah, but
talked.
the sister doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but it says, I already talked to Mike, and I tell you that he 100% means no harm. He's just trying to get them to react. That's what she said to Ethan. So now Ethan's going on like, all right, this dude, like I don't like the way he's joking. And now he's bringing up my adopted son after we can't have fucking kids at a dinner. And I'm sure he's talked to the parent, like the mom and dad about it as well. And they bring him to the dinner, and then he says that shit, and they're like, bro, you're a fucking idiot. And then the argument happens, and the parents are probably like, you know what? Clearly, the issue in the situation is this dude. Let's get him the fuck out of here. I think she is the asshole for being like, oh, you shouldn't have kicked him out. Fuck that. You think she's not the asshole?
I'm not compelled to think she is. Oh, she didn't do anything crazy.
She told them that
her husband.
they ruined the celebration.
Well, they ended it. Yeah, they kicked him out.
Yeah, but they didn't ruin it.
Like
he ruined it.
If the joke was something heinous.
Yeah, but that okay, but
like yes, is he the asshole? Yeah, the Mike guy is the asshole.
But those two not being able to have kids, and then you bringing up this adopted kid's biological parents, like why? Like just like why you do that's not even a funny joke.
But if I'm gonna get kicked out of a party, the joke better be good.
Exactly.
The joke would be crazy. Joke would be
slamming the table. He said, what are your bio parents?
Bro, knock joke. You're gonna kick someone out over a knock joke?
Yes. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
The G.I. Jane joke.
No, I would. I would in this situation if I've been voiced. Because now the brother Ethan probably said shit to the parents and Debbie said something to the wife, as we saw.
Yeah, the wife doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but like
it's your brother.
But like at the end of the day, you're telling somebody like, "Hey, I don't like this shit," and then he did it again.
Siblings. They're not gonna take each other
but
seriously.
Then the reason why that like the fight happened was because the wife finally said something that was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Like, why are you doing this?"
Right.
That's fair. I think it's more than fair. That's crazy.
I don't think I call her the asshole because she's defending her husband. I don't know.
I would call her the asshole for defending the husband.
I would hope my woman lay her life on the line for my knock joke.
But at some point it's like, all right, bro. First off, the joke at least be like, that's not funny, bro.
I don't think the joke warranted the reaction. I understand if it boiled over.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's a crazy joke to let boil over.
The reaction, no, but maybe we don't know if the guy was like, yo, I'm fed. It's been what did she said?
I'm just saying if that's his line of jokes.
4 years. 4 years she's been with this dude. He's making jokes or whatever. The Ethan dude's finally like,
first of all, this guy's
bro,
not funny.
Stop. He's not. Clearly. The Ethan guy's probably like, bro, stop. And now you're coming at the kid. Like, don't make fun of the kid. Like, make fun of if he says something to Ethan. You can have a baby. You can have a baby.
I wouldn't let a no. Yeah, exactly. Like I wouldn't get that get under my skin. A knock joke.
You wouldn't let that get under
a knock joke.
Not all right. So you're the brother Ethan. Knock.
Who's there?
Not the kid you can't have.
Right. That's different though.
No, but I'm saying
you said Joey's bio parent. That's that's awful. I don't know what that like. I just look at it. I go, why? Who says that?
But you're making them relive. Like the Epstein case.
They didn't live anything.
You're making them relive the issues of them not having a baby.
Yeah, but it's almost.
Yeah, why are you saying that?
First off. The point of the knock joke, man, it just throws me so far off.
That is a fucking knock joke.
Anything serious in this, like if he was to say something like absolutely heinous, to go, okay, she's kind of the asshole. Like he said something kind of over the fucking line. If you hit someone with a knock joke and they get mad, I'm telling you right now, I'm laughing in your fucking face.
Listen,
if I'm the wife, no, in my mind, if I was the wife, I'm completely doing.
Yeah, but the wife specifically said that he does that to try and get a reaction,
right?
Which means he's purposely not even trying to be funny; he's trying to be a dick.
Depends.
Which
on
what I think warrants the wife calling him an idiot,
Right.
And then him saying, "Oh, it's just a joke," and then the argument happened.
I could understand that. This is like a boiling over point.
It has to be.
But
There's no way that was the first joke he said.
Asshole, because like that is the stupidest reason.
I think she's the asshole for telling her parents, "You guys fucked the celebration up," because it's not their fault that he did some bullshit.
I can see that. But it's like I feel like almost everyone's the asshole in the situation.
No,
Like,
not the fucking poor the kid.
Well, not the kid.
What did the kid just? Oh,
yeah, the kid.
What the fuck?
I'm feeling like the parents kicking him out over a knock joke.
But it's not just a knock joke. You're bringing up this fucking kid's biological parent.
It wasn't even a good punchline.
It was dog shit.
It was ass. That's what
Which makes it worse.
A dog shit punchline joke.
I'm kicking him out.
If I was the fucking the what's the guy Ethan? I would go.
What the fuck?
What is that?
You probably did. In
I'm
argument.
just saying, if that's the jokes, how many of these jokes is this guy telling over how long of a time? If these are the caliber of jokes, if that's putting you over the edge, that's crazy.
If somebody's constantly saying fucking jokes like that,
this caliber of jokes.
No, but listen, that would piss me off even more.
That's crazy.
Only because like this guy's a fucking I would want to kill him. Stop fucking saying these jokes.
Interesting.
Knock knock, please, bro. I'm gonna fucking kill. Like, you know what I mean?
He also answered.
The kid, he was a fucking 8-year-old fucking. Listen.
Oh, he said to the kid.
The kid said it.
No,
yes.
he didn't. He said, "Wow."
Oh.
Yeah, it was just the grown-ups at the table. They probably had a kids table in the other room or something like that.
Yeah, but then at some point you got to protect the kid. Like, why is the kid being brought up? Like, that's kind of fucked.
That's the joke.
It's not a joke though. That's just fucking crazy.
Joke. It's not even awful in the sense of it's an awful. I'm
Joey's bio parent.
I'm just saying getting thrown out for saying that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I get it.
What the fuck did you think? We were gonna erupt in applause and laughter?
That's what I'm saying. That's
crazy. He's out of touch. He's clearly clinically insane. He's an insane man, and he deserved to get kicked out. What?
This crazy gesture, Josh.
Oh my God, you scared me. I thought I did something.
He froze on that. Screenshot that and clip it.
First off, I was out here. I was out here with it.
You were hanging it. I'm telling you right now, watch his back.
I said I did this.
No, you were much higher than that.
That's got to be racist.
You're much higher than that one.
I'm saying she's the asshole. You're not.
It seems like everyone was kind of a mid-party in this one. I don't think anyone.
Even the little boy.
Even the little
kid,
boy was because he was part of it. He was the main reason, obviously. So he must have done something.
He calls him over. Listen, you little shit.
Yeah.
Next time I say a knock joke, you better fucking tell your dad to muck up.
Muck up.
But yeah, that was a jam-packed episode. We did a lot. Hopefully you liked it. People at home watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. We got a 20,000 calories in one day challenge. We're gonna film if we get to 500. 30, you think?
Everyone's gonna do 10.
10 each?
Maybe 25.
We'll do 25.
20 is like too easy. No,
I don't know.
That's like $650 each.
How about this?
6,500.
Fuck it, 30. We'll do 30. 30K calories in a day. 500 subscriber special. Look out for that. Get us to 500, and we got you. We're gonna film a video about that.
How long the video would be? We'd have to do a cut. It'd be like 10. It'd be like the whole fucking thing would be down here where there's a pile of food.
Exactly. No, we'd be going places.
You're not going to be moving after 6,000 calories. I'll tell you that right now.
We'd have to. That's a challenge.
We're going to be sitting here for 3 hours.
That's a challenge, buddy. But yeah, 500 subs. We're going to do that. Please make sure to like, subscribe, watch the video through, watch the clips, share the clips with your friends and stuff like that. Let's get us up there in our view count and stuff like that. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, please rate the podcast 5 stars. Again, share it. Tell your friends about it. Let everyone know. We're trying to do big things this year. You guys can help us out, and we'll help you out with the entertainment. We got a lot of big stuff coming that'll really be a lot more exciting. Hopefully people can latch onto it. And, yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming. Season 3 coming up, too. So, yeah. Like a bird, fly away.
Grabbing.
Appreciate you guys. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll say that again and see ya.